welcome to the channel One at a Time. Today I'm bringing you to our storage number 5 where we're getting some work done, and I'll show you why and what we're doing. So we have a pump truck on site, and these are the concrete trucks that are pouring into the pump truck hopper. They're keeping 2 trucks here at the pump truck so that they never run out of concrete. If they run out of concrete and the pump truck keeps pumping, we're going to have an explosion inside as the air is pushed through that pipe. So we have to watch that very carefully. Well, we aren't. The pump truck driver is an operator. So they're all set up outside the building, and then the boom is lowered and it is coming into the building, as you see here. So we're going to stop here and look at the wall that they poured the day before. And there's this little space here. We're going to walk behind. You're going to see the dirt wall that was previously the side of the building. And we're pouring a concrete wall. And then from that concrete wall, there are some walls that come out perpendicular to help support this wall. And there's been a footing poured as well, because when this is filled with potatoes, it's going to push that wall out.
Wow.
This is where the problem is. The dirt wall is caving in, and so we're coming in with some concrete to shore up the building so we don't have the roof cave in and the walls cave in and lose our storage. So this is just showing what is happening behind that wall. So at the end of the boom, they have these hoses, and the hoses are going to go along the floor and up to that machine. So we're behind the machine now, and you can see how the hose comes around and turns, and this machine is strong enough to pull this hose along as they're needing to move the concrete as they pour it into the forms that have been set up for the wall. So this contraption apparatus tool was built so that those hoses could make the bend with the concrete, and it could be raised to the top of the wall to be poured into the forms. And so they are up there helping the concrete to settle and finishing the top of the wall, getting all the bubbles out. They're banging it, all kinds of things, so they can get a nice pour on the wall. The gentleman in the hard hat is the pump truck operator, and he has a remote control there. He's keeping the supply of concrete coming and stopping it when they needed it stopped for the pour. And the truck drivers that are putting the concrete in the pump truck are also watching to see that everything goes well on that end, that there's no troubles as the concrete comes into this hose system, which I'm showing you now. It is long and it goes all the way out to the pump truck where we walked in. So in this wall, they have reinforced it with rebar. So they've got all the rebar tied in to the footings and tied together to make this wall really strong. And that's what this is showing right here, is how the rebar goes through the wall. This section we're looking at right now will be poured next. They did this pour in 2 sections. This will be, well, they did this pour in 3 sections, I guess, because this will be the 3rd section. And you can see there the dirt wall, and above those beams or posts that are going up, that's the roof, and there's a foundation for the roof. So it's a hole in the ground and then a foundation for the roof to go span that. So we're all done with the concrete pour, and the pump truck operator is cleaning out his pump truck. He cleans out the same way that I'll show you we cleaned out the hoses on the inside, but he's just putting all of his waste concrete into this cement truck, and then the cement truck will pour it out onto the ground, and it will clean out his system, because you don't want that concrete staying in there and setting up. This boom is really tall. It was just such a neat thing to be around this machine and see it working, and to talk to the people that operate it, and they were so excited to share it. It was really a great day. So inside, they're getting ready to clean out the hoses. There's a lot of hose. So I was interested to see how they would clean it out. usually when we do something like a sidewalk or something, we just spray it off with water with a hose, and that is something that won't quite work with this long hose that they have pumped the concrete through. So they have this round orange ball, and it's a big sponge, and they get it really wet, and then they're working now to make sure that everything is going to seal, and they're going to put it through and then connect it up to air, and they're going to push air in, and that's going to push the ball through the hose, cleaning out all the concrete that is left in the hoses. So he's getting the clamp on. Well, they're going to make sure everything's connected first, and then they're going to turn the air on, and we're going to see what happens at the end. They moved the area that they're going to put the concrete to the back side of the wall is where they're going to put all of that. So I'm just going to be quiet now and just let you listen to what happens as they clean this. It's a loud noise. It was a little bit exciting. So that's the project for now. There will be more coming later. These guys are just getting the hoses set up for the next pour that they're going to do on that section we looked at with the rebar, and that's how we are trying to save this potato storage. We think it was built about 1967, so it would be good to keep it around. That's it for today, everyone. Eat more potatoes, wear wool, and ask for USA lamb and beef at your local grocery store.